Hi babes, welcome back to my channel, Confessions of a Fit Girl. So as you've seen on here, it's a lot of like pregnancy updates as well as like my whole story dealing with HA. So today I want to talk about what is HA, what is orthorexia, what is exercise addiction, yeah, and we'll go from there. So, HA happens when you miss 3 or more consecutive periods in a row. And then, so it's when the hypothalamus stops regulating body processes and it slows or stops releasing gonadotropin, releasing hormone, the hormone that starts your menstrual cycle. So basically all that mumbo jumbo is that it's a hormone imbalance. Something happened where things got out of whack, things aren't in balance anymore, and your body is not functioning properly. What are some causes of that? Poor diet, eating disorders, too strict of an exercise regimen, food and exercise obsession. So oftentimes there's actually a lot of athletes that struggle with this as well. Typically just because they have lower body weight and they're very active. Sometimes they don't fuel themselves as much as they should be to compensate for all the activity that they're doing. For me, my causes were not eating enough and being consumed and too strict with my food and over exercising. Like I said, all that stuff ran my life for a very long time. And it takes time to get into the HA boat. It doesn't just happen overnight. It's consistently doing those things, harming your body, that then gets you into the HA zone. So, some of the symptoms that you might experience once you start developing HA would be low bone density, which is like a huge thing, huge thing, because it's very hard to change that once you've been in that situation for a long time. Especially as we get older, we just start losing it. You can try and maintain it. It gets harder. Our bone density, it starts to break down. So you don't want to start doing that when you're 18, 19, 20 years old. You know, it's gonna happen eventually. Don't start now. You can have heart issues, slow metabolism, low libido, depression, decreased energy, mental fog, anxiety, difficulty sleeping. The biggest thing for me was infertility because I knew I wanted a family. Being cold all the time, brittle hair and nails. The biggest ones for me, like I said, were infertility, slow metabolism, non-existent libido. I wouldn't say I was depressed, but like I felt like if things didn't go my way in regards to like what I planned to eat that day, when I planned to work out, like if those things didn't take place and those things didn't happen, I was a moody bitch. So exercise was, it was like a drug. I was super addicted. And oftentimes when you tell people, that you have that problem where you're addicted to exercise and you're addicted to eating healthy, they're like, well, good for you. Wish I could be. But that's the thing is like, it's not that good. It's consuming my life. It's to the point where it's not healthy. And it took me a very long time to get out of that. It was super struggle. I had to do a lot of self reflection, a lot of self-help, a lot of my own research, and then it took time, and here I am. I'm healed, I'm healthy now, so that's good. So treatment for that would be changing your diet. So that means if you're eliminating a ton of things like I was eliminating fats, carbs. If I eat something bad, I'd go work out until I burned it off. Yeah, don't do that. Like just eat food. Generally eat healthy, and then when it comes to pass that you have a cider donut, or you have a piece of pizza, or you go out for ice cream, like, don't stress. That's life, and you're a healthy individual because most of the time you're eating well. So changing your diet, or it could be just like increasing your calories too. That was me. I had to add in different foods that I eliminated and increase my calories, because I was eating anywhere from like 800 to 1200 calories a day while working out multiple times a day. So my body was like, well, what do you want me to do with this? Like, I can't run your body processes, fuel your workouts, give you the results that you want from your workouts on 800 to 1200 calories. Feed me, bitch. Sorry, feed me, girl. I get really passionate about this stuff. So, and then also like mental health support. It is. HA is a hard thing to go through. So sometimes you need that person, that outlet to talk to get through it. A lot of people that it was kind of like, testing it out. Like, there was people that I was like, okay, you're not going to help, or you're no help. And then you got to find those people that you can talk to that maybe get it, or things like that. I'm one of them. I get it. So if you want to reach out to me and chat with me, I am an open book. I'm here to help you. Stress management. So yoga, meditation, walking your dog, sitting and listening to music. It's pulling yourself out of always a constant state of stress. So your body's stressed out because it's not getting enough calories. Your body's stressed out because you're working it all the time in the gym. And your body's stressed out because those are the only two things you ever think about. So it's important to, find stress management, find things to cope with your healing process. And then there's also hormone replacement therapy, which helps prevent bone loss. Some people do go that route if your bone density is really decreasing, or you're really, in a bad space with that. That's probably a good idea. I am thankful and very lucky that I did not need to do that. My bone density was decreasing, but not at a level where I needed to do something like that. And I knew that I needed to change and make changes. So I did, especially since I knew that there was an issue, and my husband and I were going to want to get pregnant within the next year to 2 years after discovering, like I said, I had HA and I needed to heal it. And then some other things would be counseling and support. Usually with HA, there's like a mental or an emotional problem that needs to be addressed. So for me, I'm sure there was something. Like I always, like I said, wanted to be this skinny, pretty girl. I always wanted guys to think I was attractive. And I thought that to do that, I had to be skinny. And the way that I did that was completely wrong. I really suppressed my calories and I worked out. And honestly, obviously, it's not maintainable at all. So if you're forcing your body to be a certain weight by taking extreme measures, it's not gonna work. You're not gonna maintain that, and you need to find something else. You need to find something else that works and allow your body to be where it wants to be. So even like right now, I'm looking at myself in this, I would not have been okay with like filming this. I would have been very insecure about being in shorts, having this like, I don't know, you can kind of see it there, like a pouchy thing. And that would have bothered the shit out of me, and I would have never exposed myself. I would have never put myself out there. But over the years and throughout my recovery, I have become so much more comfortable than I've ever been with my body than when I was 109 pounds and, you know, you could see every muscle in my body and I was like a thin board. Where now, like I said, I feel so much better about my body, and I feel comfortable telling you all my story and talking to you all about it because I hope to help you. Like, love yourself, love your body, appreciate it for all that it is. Yeah, because it's the only one you get, so why spend your life hating it? And so the timeline of recovery for HA, I get these messages all the time, is like, okay, well, like, how long did it take you to heal? All right, well, that's the thing, is like, it took me that long to heal. Might not take you that long, or it might take you longer. So you need to keep that in mind. There really is no set anything. There's nothing, but I can tell you this, that your recovery does depend on your effort and your commitment to yourself. So if you're not willing to put in the work or find someone to help you put in the work, you can't expect it to happen quickly. I know for me, I messaged everybody I followed on Instagram that was suffering from HA and got their period back, and I was like, how'd you do it? Like, did you have to stop exercising? How long did it take you? How long were you missing a period? And that's the thing, is I always got a ton of different responses because everybody is different. Everybody's different. So for me, it took me 8 months to get one period. All on my own, natural period. But then I didn't see it again for like 4 months, and then maybe 3 months, and then maybe 5 months. It was very inconsistent, very sporadic, which also added to my struggles of getting pregnant because I never knew when it was freaking coming. And I didn't know if I was ovulating or what the issue was, and just, it was stressful. Like, it was like, okay, yes, I got that period, I'm healed. And then I was like, okay, well, what's the deal? Like, let's get pregnant. It doesn't work that way. I mean, it'd be great if it works on your first try. Like, that'd be awesome. Some people it does. For me, it didn't. It took a while, quite a while. So, but that's also, sometimes people heal faster when they do the whole cold turkey thing and you completely stop exercise and you just go ham with eating whatever the frig you want. That was not me. I couldn't do that. I slowly changed my diet and I slowly backed off of exercise, which I thought I was backing off, but when I look back, like, I really wasn't backing off. And, so yeah, and then it got to the point where I was just walking my dog. Then winter came and I just, hung out inside. I did some bodyweight exercises here and there, no gym membership, no working in the gym. Like, I am a personal trainer, and I stopped. I stopped for a couple of months working in the gym. I moved to a space where I just would go train my clients and then go home. That was very beneficial to me because I didn't feel the pressure and the need to go work out. Sometimes I would work out with my friends, my coworkers, and I would see that taking place and be like, oh, I want to. So I needed to not be around that. And I'm glad that I did do that because I do think that it helped. So yes, do what works for you. Everybody's different. So whatever your main stressors are, if it's your job, if you're stressed about exercise, if you're stressed about your food, it's time to change those things so they're not stressing you out, they're not stressing your body out. And hopefully then you can begin the healing process. I know I also mentioned orthorexia. So orthorexia is an obsession with eating healthy foods. So I remember just like going places like bagels were no, brownies were no, pizza was no. And I put so many limitations and restrictions on what I could and couldn't eat that like going out places or going to family functions or like, events were just so stressful. I was like, oh my God, what if there's nothing I can eat there? And like anytime that I would sleep over a family's house or we would go away or even like on freaking vacation, I would plan and pack my food. I would maybe allow like 2 nights of, getting my sweet potato fries and like ice cream on the boardwalk. And no, not anymore. I go and if I want it, I eat it. I enjoy it. It's part of the vacation. It's part of the party. It's part of being with your family. Those aren't things that you should block out of your life because you're afraid they're going to screw up your results from in the gym or you're consistently like eating healthiness. Like that's not, my feet are falling asleep. That's not a life. That's not living. You're trapped. You're trapping yourself. You're putting yourself in this little confined box of working out, eating clean, and there's nothing outside of it for you. I know that. I've been there. But the truth is there is so much, like so freaking much outside of that box. There's time to be enjoyed with your husband, time to be enjoyed with your family, vacations. If you already have kids, time to be enjoyed with your kids, memories to be made, good ass food to be eaten. So don't let your mind tell you that you're screwing up by eating one indulgent meal or by skipping a workout or a week of workouts, and I think that for me personally, if I didn't heal and I didn't go through that, I always thought that, I was ready to get pregnant. And the truth is, if I still had the same mentality that I did when I had HA of, this has to be done now, I need to get in a workout, I need to eat like this, like, that would not be healthy or good. Like, can you imagine bringing a baby into the world and still having that mentality while trying to be a new mom? Hell no. Like, that would be so damn hard. So damn hard. So at least now I know, and I've already experienced that kind of like go with the flow, or this is the phase of my life that I'm in right now kind of thing, where when I first got pregnant, by week 5, I was sick. And I was sick for about 10 weeks. I did not work out at all. I ate like shit. I was eating, because I just couldn't eat the normal foods that I loved. I was eating like Hot Pockets and like bread and butter and pasta, things that just went down easily. So yeah, that taught me that like, okay, this is a phase of my life where I'm sick right now. I do not feel like moving. I'm not gonna force myself to move. I'm not gonna force myself to eat vegetables because I will vomit. I'm just gonna take it as it comes. And then when I feel good enough to start moving again, maybe we'll start with a walk. And like, it was really, really like, I don't know, like a feeling of defeat when I started working out again, because of the fact that I lost muscle. I couldn't lift heavy things like I used to. I would get out of breath, and then I was like, all right, like, why? Like, why do you want to do that? You know, who cares? Nobody cares. You have nothing to prove to anybody. Where, yeah, to me, myself, like, that feeling of being strong feels good. I like that. But I'm also strong for going through all that I did. It doesn't mean that, you know, I can't work out anymore. I still, you know, I just did what I could. I did what I could. I didn't give up. I was like, okay, if today I can only walk, today I can only walk. If today I do 20 squats and a couple curls and, you know, maybe a couple deadlifts, like, that's it. That is my workout today, because this is the phase of life that I'm in. I am growing a human, so things change. Lots of things freaking change, and I'm still learning. Like, this is a whole entire learning process, and I am, you know, I'm blessed to be going through it. Truly, I am. I wanted a baby for so long, and I screwed up my body, and I couldn't. Totally screwed it up. But I put in the work and the effort, and I did heal, and I am now pregnant. She's actually moving around quite a bit in there. We're 23 weeks today. So yeah, like, this is amazing. And I want you to know, I'll tell you at the end of every video, that it is possible. It is so possible, and although it may seem so hard, like so damn hard at times, you just need to remember your why. What is your why? Is it to find balance between food and exercise? Is it to get pregnant? Is it to just feel comfortable and have freedom from, you know, your exercise addiction and your orthorexia and your obsession with food and this and that? Like, just find your why. Write it on the wall, post it somewhere, and just constantly remind yourself, why are you doing this? If not for you, like, you know, what else? Like, do it for you. Do it for you, because you deserve it. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to have a body that is working optimally. Yeah. Hashtag self-love, man. Do it for you. So, like I said, my one-on-one coaching is open and available, helping all you beautiful babes get that positive pregnancy test. That's what I'm here for. Or, like I said, just to heal your relationship with food and exercise until you're ready to get that positive pregnancy test. Or not. You don't have to be a mom, but just to have your period and be and feel healthy and strong. It's important. So you can message me, any one of my platforms, and I'm happy to help. So I'm gonna try, I think, and do a video like this at least once a week and put it on my YouTube, so that y'all have something to help you, because that's what I'm here for. No. Okay, so have a good night. Thanks for sticking around. It's another long video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.